Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Bernard Bolton, Apostle, Watching on Walls, International Fellowship, and founder of the Ultimate Breakthrough Coaching Academy. And wanted to come on and invite you to join me this morning. I'm going to wait a few minutes to. I'm going to wait to see who actually shows up, and hopefully some of you are going to show up. But if not, I'll just go ahead and do the teaching, and you can watch later. So happy New Year! I know it's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live, but I do want to wish you a happy New Year, and I'm just really hopeful that it's going to be a great year for you. All right. So let me see if I can hit a few groups that I'm a member of. Yep. So I'm doing doing a live online workshop this Saturday, January the 25th, and I just wanted to give you an opportunity to register and to join me. And I know it's going to be life-changing. Because that's how God moves. Okay. Oh, I see. I've got my first person on. Let's see. Oh, Shane. Hey, my brother. Good seeing you. Long time. Good to see you joining us today. All right. So I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. I see a few others have joined me. Thank you for coming on today. My lighting is not that great, and so I can barely see. Okay, who's coming on? But I do want you to know I appreciate you being on today. Tammy, I think, is the other person that's joined us, and thanks for joining us today. Yeah, so again, we're just we're inviting people to come on, and I'm really sorry I can't see the comments. I don't know why my oh, yes sir, Shane. Good to see you, man. I hope the year is going well for you. I know we're just in the year 19 days, but that's still a pivotal amount of time. Yep. All right, I see someone else is joining. Hey, Sharon, good seeing you. Thanks for joining us. Sharon, the faith coach. Thanks for joining us today. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get into this because I've got to get to Sunday worship soon. But as I was stating in the introduction, I wanted to invite you to join me this Saturday, January the 25th, and I'm going to be doing the first workshop of the year. And this is, of course, we do these group sessions, workshops several times throughout the year, and this is part of the Ultimate Breakthrough Coaching Academy, of which I am the founder and the lead coach. So this, our very first workshop, is going to be Vision 2020, Say Yes to Your Future, okay? So probably one of my greatest passions, I was a pastor for over 20 years, and I worked with a lot of church organizations in the denomination I was in, and one of my passions was to help facilitate vision in the churches that I pastored, in the organizations that I was a part of, even in the community. It's been a passion of mine to help organizations see vision. However, it was always a challenge because when you've got a lot of people and a lot of voices, and it's not always clear who the leader is, everyone has a vision. One of the reasons why there's so much division in the world is because if you've got a lot of voices, everyone has a vision. And when there's two visions operating in an organization, in a family, in a business, when there's more than one vision, that's two visions, and that's from two visions we get the word division or division. All right, so it's very clear, and it's very needful for every one of us to have a vision for your ministry, for your business, for your life, for your family. It's very important in whatever venue you're operating in. You need a vision, and so this is why we're actually starting the year off with vision. We're also going to be doing a workshop on what is my purpose. Okay, it's important that you know your purpose. It's important that you understand, why you exist. But today we want to talk about vision. All right, so Henry David Thoreau says, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Okay? And this is the difference between having a vision and not having a vision. When you don't have a vision, you are looking at everything that matters, and most of the things that you're looking at, it has a negative connotation to it, or it has a challenge that you feel that you can't break through, or it has a hey, let's see, that's okay, Sharon Hardaway. I thought that was my sister Sharon Mitchell coming on. Hey Sharon, good, thank you for joining us. But it's important that you not focus on what you're looking at. Okay? Many times what you're looking at can be changed. Many times what you're looking at is not the reality. Or if it is your present reality, it doesn't have to be your future reality. But it's what you see that matters. And that's what vision is. So what you are looking at, okay, may be temporary. It may be limiting. It may be discouraging. But what you see is your future. One of the things that I love about being prophetic, and whether you prophetic, simply being prophetic means to see through the eyes of God, to discern the heart of God, and to hear what God is saying. But one of the things about being prophetic is that being prophetic keeps you focused on the future. And the future is where we want to focus. Now, even though your focus is on the future, you still want to live in the present, okay? But even by living in the present and fully being present in your present, okay, being fully in today, okay, you still want to have a focus on tomorrow, particularly if you are living currently below your potential. So why is it important to have vision? because many of us, we've come into 2020, a new decade. Can you even, isn't it astonishing that we've lived 20 years in the 21st century? I remember 20 years ago. I remember, how many of you remember the Y2K threat? Okay, that when the clocks turned from 99 to 2000, the whole world was supposed to come to an end. There was supposed to be catastrophic things occurring. That was 20 years ago. All right, 20 years we have been here in this century. All right, but how many of you are really living at the level that you saw yourself in 20 years ago? Matter of fact, to be honest with you, the life that I'm living today, I didn't even see it 20 years ago. Okay, I thought I was going to be doing a certain thing, certain place, and then 7 years into the century, the Lord just changed my whole future, changed my vision, changed my outlook, and all of that. Okay. But most of us who have entered into this year, we're still living below our potential. We are living below our ability to live at a level that the Lord is seeing for us, that the Lord is prophetically declaring to us. Many of us are not living at the level of significance that we should. This is why we need a vision. Okay, now Proverbs 29, which is a very familiar passage, it says, "Without vision, people perish." The people perish. Okay, and of course that word vision, and when I talk about vision, I am talking about your picture of the future, but I'm also talking about what God is revealing to you. Okay, so if God is not in your life, you probably will not have a picture of what God is saying or showing you, but yet you can still have a picture for your future. But most people, even those that know God, most people have a humanistic vision for themselves, a shallow, materialistic vision for themselves. But when you have a vision from God, like when God came to Abraham, God gave Abraham, the Bible says, well, of course, God visited Abraham, and that's recorded in Genesis 11. But then in Acts, we read that the God of glory showed himself to Abraham. So Abraham had a vision. The vision, of course, was God appearing to him and God speaking to him. Okay, so part of what I'm going to be doing this Saturday in the workshop is we're going to be looking at the role of the prophetic in getting a vision, because you need to see what God is saying, and you need to hear what God is saying. Okay, and so when God showed himself to Abraham, then he said to Abraham, "Leave your country, your father's house, and leave your country, your kindred, and your father's house, and go to a land that I will show you." Okay, go to a land. That's what a vision is. God, when you hear God and God is telling you to leave, and this is one of the things that God does in a vision, even though you may not be leaving geographically, getting a vision for your future means that you've got to leave something. Okay, it means that you've got to go to a place that God is showing you, and that's the place where God is going to bless. God says, "I will bless you." God said to Abraham, "I'm going to bless you when you get in that land." All right. So then, vision is seeing what it's seeing our future. It's seeing what God is saying to us. But here's the thing. Okay, we will only fulfill the vision, and we will only reach the future when we take the vision and steward it, or manage it. Okay? So this is basically how many of us live our future. And I know when I was younger, I was always waiting on God to do something for me because that's the theology I was in at the time. But now I've come to understand that when God shows you something, it's really left up to you how you're going to steward that and how you're going to walk in it. So this Saturday, okay, in the workshop that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be showing you how to gain a picture of the future that inspires you to act, inspires you to move until it manifests. So your vision for your future becomes a partnership with God. Okay? It's God working on your behalf, and then it's you working with God. Okay? And so this vision that God wants to give us, and this is what I believe. I don't believe that, I don't believe that your vision has got to be so big that you never reach it. That's one of the reasons why most of us never we never achieve the vision, because we make it too big. We make it unrealistic. Like you're talking about, I want to get $1 million. That's my vision, to get $1 million in 2020. And you can't even handle $1,000. Okay? That is an unrealistic vision. Now, it's not unrealistic to desire $1 million unless it's going to ruin you. Then that can be a danger. Most people want money, but they don't have the maturity to handle more money. So why do you need more money? To consume it upon your lust, which is misdirected desires. That's what lust is, all right? So, but a vision can actually be achieved in a short amount of time. So I'm going to show you this Saturday how you can actually achieve a vision in 30 days. You can achieve a vision in 60 days, in 90 days, all right? This is part of my ultimate breakthrough coaching. When I'm coaching my clients, I'm actually helping them to chart a vision for themselves in a short period of time, and then how to move step by step to achieve that vision. All right. So if you got a vision to write a book, or you got a vision to start a business, or you got a business, you have a call on your life to start ministry, or you want to improve your relationships, or improve some manner of your life, then you need a vision. You need a picture of the future, because that picture of the future becomes inspiration. And what inspires us is what causes us to act. So if you got a vision and you're not being inspired, okay, then it's probably not a vision for you. All right, if it doesn't inspire you, and particularly if you have a vision to reach others, whether again it's in ministry or business, we help people, because we help those who are in ministry, and we actually coach those in ministry and in the marketplace. And so most of the time, your focus is on other people, okay? But it's hard to inspire other people when you're not inspired yourself by the very thing that you're projecting, okay? So we're going to be coaching, and I like to use the word coaching because coaching applies to athletes and champions, okay? And again, I'm not talking about physical athletes, but I'm talking about you who are life athletes and you want to win, okay? Well, if you are a winner and you want to win, okay, sometimes you need a coach that can come alongside of you and can help you to win. If you are a champion, then you need someone to help you train and condition yourself so that you can reach that win, okay? And so in this Saturday workshop, I'm going to be talking about, what is a vision. Okay, now I've already shared that a vision is a prophetic revelation. Okay, that's a biblical definition. It is a revelation from God. Okay, and here's the thing that I believe about vision is you want to consult with God about your vision, because He created you. Now, He created you and He made you creative. And so in a sense, you are creator, not on the same level that God is on, but you are creative, all right? And so that basically means that the future is in your hands to create. Now, I do believe that there is a part of our future that has been ordained by God. It cannot change, okay? But that is a very small part of your life. The day you was born, the day you die, even though if you don't take care of yourself, you can die before time. I know most believers don't believe that, but that is the truth, okay? Everybody is not reaching the end of their life, the fullness of their days. There's, I just heard one of my coworkers was sharing with me, her god brother died at 51 years old. Okay, well, I'll be 53 next month. 51 that's a premature death. And I'm not judging anyone, but there are people who are dying before their time because they're not taking care of themselves physically. All right. And again, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm having some challenges myself, health-wise. Right now, I'm on a health recovery. I do this every January, where I don't call it a diet because I hate diets, but I am on a health recovery season. I'm in a health recovery season because I lost a lot of weight a few years ago, and now I've gained back about half of it. All right, so I'm 50% heavier than I was a few years ago. So I'm trying to get back to that place, or even less. However, I praise God that I may not be in the best of health, but I'm doing better. I'm not at a point of dying. Okay, so listen, you can die prematurely, and you can live at a level that you never reach your vision and never reach your future. All right. So what I'm saying is that most of your future is determined by the decisions that you make. Hey, my Keisha, my niece. Good to see you, honey. All right. So your future is largely determined by the decisions that you make. Where you are today is based upon 90 to 95% of the decision and choices that you made. Who you choose, okay, what you choose, what are your values. Today I wrote an email to my partners, to my mailing list, and I was talking about the link between vision and values, okay? Your values govern your behavior. Your vision governs your future, okay? But your vision is often dictated by your values. So we're going to be talking about what vision is, and I'm getting ready to close. So your vision is a prophetic revelation. It's what God is showing you if you have the ability, because everyone who is a Christian doesn't have have a prophetic understanding. They don't know how to discern what God is showing them. I'm really sorry if you're in a traditional church or a denominational church, because they don't teach you that. They don't teach you how to discern the voice of God, how to hear the voice of God, how to discern the signs of God, how to receive a prophetic word, and so a lot of us, as a result, we don't know God prophetically, but God is always speaking. God is always revealing to us. He is a speaking God. He is a speaking spirit, and so vision is the ability to hear God. All right, let me see what someone is saying here. All right, let's see. It does make a difference what church you're in. And if you are in a prophetic church, a prophetic ministry where they believe that God speaks, and God is not just speaking to the pastor and the pastor's the only one that gets a word from the Lord. But if you're in a church where you're being trained to hear the voice of God, and you're being trained how to operate in what you're hearing, how to receive prophetic words, how to judge prophetic words. If you're in a church where there are prophets, okay, because listen, without prophets, this is the decade of the prophet, okay? And just like the last decade we came out of was the decade of the apostle. Well, but the apostles, the ministry of the apostle is not over. But now God is raising up the prophets, those who will say what he's saying, okay? And so it's very important that we hear the prophets. And Second Chronicles 20:20 says, hear the prophet and prosper. So part of our prosperity comes from hearing what the prophets are saying. This is one of the reasons why we called our workshop Vision 2020, because a lot of prophets are speaking about vision in 2020. This is a year of vision. Even though I know the last decade was a decade of vision, okay? And God was giving vision to his people, and he was giving vision to the apostles so that they can build and bring reformation and renewal to the church. Okay, hey Joy. Joy is one of our partners watching the walls. As a matter of fact, I met with Joy yesterday and had a phenomenal session with. I've got some phenomenal partners in our ministry, and so but let me get back on point. So you've got to hear what the prophets are saying in this decade, or you're not going to prosper. And matter of fact, you're not going to even make it. That's why so many churches are falling apart, because they don't have a prophetic voice. So your vision is a prophetic revelation. It's what God is saying to you, and God invites you then to take that word and order your life, order your steps, take what he's saying to you and build with it and believe for it, okay? And have an expectation for it, all right? And then the second vision, the second definition for what a vision is, this is George Bonner, who is a church marketer. George Bonner said that a vision is a picture of a preferable future. All right, now preferable future means it is the future that you prefer, okay, not the future that you are living in. And so when you have a picture of a preferable future, that means that this is the future that I really want to live in. Okay, I want to live in this, and this is what I'm seeing. So it's a different definition from prophetic revelation, but then there's a link between it, because what God is showing you, Jeremiah 29:11 says, God says, I know the thoughts or the plans that I have toward you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and an expected end, okay? And so when God shows you a prophetic revelation and it becomes a picture of the future, then you want to start building on that. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. Join us this Saturday, okay? Now, I've got a link in our description box. You can go to the link in the description box. The workshop is $37. Let me tell y'all, this is an investment. $37 is not a lot of money, but it is an investment, and I believe that this workshop is going to change your life, okay? And so I want to invite all of you that's on right now to join me. So go to the description box. The link will take you to our webpage where we talk more about the workshop, and then you can also register by paying your $37. You'll get an email from me, and in the workshop you will get an ebook which I'll be writing this week, and you'll get a video of the session, okay, once it's over. I usually send the videos out the day after, which would be on next Sunday, okay? So you'll get an ebook, okay, which is material that you can use for the rest of your life. and then you'll get the video, which you can watch over and over and over again. Okay, $37. Listen, it's an investment, and I make these minimal. I don't charge a lot for these sessions because they are group sessions. But if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I offer that. You can contact me in Messenger. I can get you the information on how we can do one-on-one coaching, okay? So thanks for joining us. I hope you have an incredible week. If you're going to church today, I pray the Lord will meet you and that you will have a prophetic encounter with the Lord in whatever church you're going in. And I plan on doing Facebook Live every day this week. Now, will I be able to do it? I'm not sure because I work nights, but I plan on coming on. So thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you this Saturday, January 25th, 2020. The workshop is going to start at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's usually 2 to 2.5 hours, okay? And so I'll be coaching you in how to create and craft a vision that's going to change your life. And listen, I'm looking for most of you to begin walking in your future in 2020. God bless you. Shalom.